they'll square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Hurts throwing right away. Quick slant here to Smith. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 75 yards on the first play from scrimmage. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Cowboys at 10-4 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind. And the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Prescott. And this one too low. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's putted out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up.
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Okay, ready?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught by Watkins. And out across midfield down to the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Aaron Siposs out now to punt on 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. Handoff left, Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Marr now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the 1st quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas. On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Another run with Sanders. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
You remember in preseason when we went to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. A give to Elliott running left. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Prescott now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open work beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
Yeah, now you've got options on 2nd down.
And big-time options. You might want to think about play action and try and get something cheap right here over the top.
He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away at incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They go play action with Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And there's a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Right back to Sanders on first down. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Drop for a loss there on a nice effort by Osa Odighizuwa.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find the receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Throwing is Hurts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes this one into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He's going deep for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with a short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch when they get to the second half to see which way they go.
Yeah, but to this point, it certainly hasn't been broke. We'll see if they try to fix anything. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And again, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's swung out wide to Sanders. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the first down. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics. He's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Let's go now.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on 2nd down, Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Robert Tonyan, 29 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A lot of deflated looks on that defense. It seems like they just cannot find a way to get a key stop on 3rd down. Here's another conversion, and now this offense, they're in a position to go up even further as they've got it 1st and goal.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Hurts' throw brought in by Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal?
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Micah Parsons gets his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Hassan Reddick from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Here's Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation. And I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
On On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete. Touchdown!
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it goes back to there's still defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Another run here with Sanders.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And they will take a knee here.
Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby fly through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the ain't no way. Somebody daddy ain't gonna give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the steps to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my cause we worry about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro.